We are officially slumlords. The best kind of lords. Welcome to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad, bringing you a classic game, SimCity, for the Super Nintendo. Very pretty game for the time that I'm not sure is held up. 1989, by the way, makes this as old as I am. So this is a cartridge I literally just picked up the other day. And one of the first things I want to do is go see what someone did last in here. Sure. So we got... This is a city made up entirely of railroad grids. This is insanity. You don't have enough power either. What's going on? Well, that was fun. Alright. Let's reset and start our own. I don't know what that madman was attempting to do, but we're going to make a much more simplistic city. And we're going to do so poorly. Because I haven't played SimCity, at least this variant of SimCity, in a long, long time. Please wait. Sure, I'll wait. Sure. YOLO, why not? If I can press the right button. So, SimCity is the classic that everyone's well acquainted with, and my first experience with SimCity, Slowburg. No, Slowtown. Because we're not a burg, we're a town. Slowtown. It's perfect, it fits just right. My first experience with SimCity was actually, playing SimCity 2000. So let's start with, a little swatch of residential. And let's get ourselves a road, because every little town needs a road. So this is a pretty easy drawn paint type game. It's incredibly simplistic relative to later variants of the game. More commercial zones are needed, I know, but I'd like to get some power down first. Thank you. We'll stick a power plant right here to ruin the entirety of the world. Wait, can we run it along the roads in this? There you go. Alright, now it's got power. So let's make a zone of a handful of residentials. We'll put them all right next to each other. Oh, that's so ugly. And we'll stick a commercial building right next to this. This is going to be the less desirable part of town. We need an industrial zone? Sure, why not? We already have a terrible world-killing power plant right here. We'll stick an industrial zone next to it. Alright, so I believe based on that bar graph up at the top, which is a tradition dating back to this version, the additional red means I need more residential land. Alright. So, what's great about this game is you gotta remember that this is in 1989, and it works. I know it seems silly, but the fact that it works is pretty impressive. There's a lot going on in SimCity. There's a lot of little calculations. There's a lot of stuff that can get screwed up. And even today, certain games that attempt to do this turn into just colossal boondoggles because they can't execute correctly. So this is actually quite impressive. Alright, we need more industrial zones because those are yellow and the yellow bar is low. Let's put some industrial zones in. Got a little bit of space right there. I don't know what I can do with it, but we'll do something with it. Are you telling me that it doesn't have enough power? Yeah, it has enough power. Give me a break. Alright, we'll do industrial, and put another commercial in. Alright, we'll connect that with a road. One nice thing about this game is it's very, very relaxing More roads required. Where do you want me to put a road to? It's a very relaxing soundtrack, and it always has. Let's just kind of sit here and relax, and we'll build some stuff. We got 960 citizens. I'm sorry for them. I am sorry for them. They got this terrible, hatchety laid out town. The only residential area is right next to the commercial district. I gotta imagine, due to our city planning, that this is gonna be the, like, red light district. And we're gonna do the simpleton special, where all of our power lines will just connect right to the roads, no problems. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at this. So according to this, we need more commercial and more industrial. We have them, so I think we might just be capped with people for now. Oh, another commercial hub open. That's nice. Make some more roads. I typically make these towns in almost always the same layout. So if I was laying out something in Fallout 4 and making a town, it would make sense and look something like this. And that's actually something I've thought about. We might see that come up in the future. Could be fun. Yeah, if you want more commercial zones, you can just settle the two that I got there. And if you want another industrial zone, they're there for the taking. Pollution is very high. Well, yes it is. What if I just put some parks out front, huh? Will you be okay with that? That's nice. Can I fit a park there? Town population of more than 2,000 people. Congratulations. Your village has become a town. Placing residential zones, industrial zones, and commercial zones in balanced numbers will help your city grow. Thank you, Mr. Sim Guy. Alright, the music changed a little bit. Where would you like to build your own house? Do you want to live near the residents of your town, or do you want to build your house in a secluded area, away from the congestion? Remember, another election is just around the corner. Thank you. Alright, so we can put down our house. Now, obviously, my house is going to go over here, away from the industrial area as much as humanly possible. Oh, look at that! Little traffic blips popping up. That's interesting. Sure, that ugly thing will do. What we need? We need more of everything. How are we doing on finances? Is there a finance section? Taxes. How are we doing on taxes? Tax rate 7%. Previous funds. Alright, go to figures, I guess? Can I just look at tax revenue? Well, apparently that's not very helpful. 120 years? That's not helpful either. Alright. Well, I guess for right now we just build and build and build until we overbuild. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, we got some more residential areas. We will... You have power. Don't lie. We will continue to build out this way as well. Alright, I'm waiting for that last industrial area to pop up. Load save. The crime rate will be higher in areas where the land value is low and the population density is high. Check them out to make sure the police station are distributed so that they provide overlapping coverage in high crime rate. Well, we're not even near high crime yet. We could throw in a disaster. Alright, let's give this a shot for a little bit. What are you? High, high, upper, 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 upper. That's fun. Alright, we're at 4,000 people. Transportation funds. Special income taxes collected, city expenditures. Yeah, I guess we have to put a little bit back into the town. We do have roads. Roads are a thing. Stay off the streets. Heavy traffic is clogging our roads. Residents are upset, and the pollution levels are rising. Now might be a good time to invest in your mass transit programs. You know what? We probably won't. We got Seaport Stadium. I'm thinking we won't go early for that, because every time I've ever put an airport in, that was the end of my town in SimCity. Okay, you have power. You can stop blinking now. I might be a high-polluting city, but let me tell you, my people have jobs. Isn't that really what's important? I'm putting people to work. Oh, I'm a terrible city manager. This is why I don't do this for a living. Alright, how about we start building some commercial zones? How are we doing on residential space remaining? We got plenty of residential remaining. I'd like them to fill in some of this area. Is there a game speed? Yeah, let's make it charge ahead. Let's go with that. Does that work? Is this fast? I guess that's fast. Alright, we got almost 7,000 people. We got another commercial zone open right over here. There's still a need for commercial and industrial zones, but we have a healthy amount of both going. I'm not sure why they're not taking as quickly. I'm thinking we might do the rest of our sections in blocks like this. Yeah, see, that makes a lot of sense to me. Crime is very high? Okay, well, let's drop a police department in then, I guess. Sure, that'll do a thing. What do you want to do next? We're out of industrial zones. Still says we have a need for commercial, though, so I'm going to put in some more commercial. I'll drop one more industrial zone for now. I'm going to go over here. Put some lakes. I'll maybe build a seaport down there later. If we get that far. If we don't go bankrupt first. Alright, so what's so wonderful about this game? Well, for one, you gotta put yourself back in the mindset of this is an early SNES game. I believe, actually a launch title. You could do cool overlays and maps, which is something that, I think was quite advanced. The power grid, the road map, people maps, pollution. So you can see the pollution centered around our industrial area. Crime. So you can see where crime's a problem. Land values. And coverages. So, these are all really cool things. And this is on a traditional Super NES cartridge. Your population of more than 10,000. Congratulations, you become a city. Solve any transportation dilemma and reduce the crime rate to keep your citizens happy and the city growing. Yeah, let's think about that. They demand a fire department? Well, isn't that nice? Okay, we'll put one right here. How do... Traffic jam. Warning, stay off the streets. Heavy traffic is clogging our roads. Residents are upset, and the pollution levels are rising. Now might be a good time to introduce your mass transit program. I don't have one. How do we get a mass transit program? So that's obviously the actual thing itself. right? The actual rail lines. How do I do? How I do? Oh, that's all I need to do? Sweet. That's super easy. Yeah, we'll do one of those up at the top and the bottom. That makes all the sense in the world. If all I gotta do is that, then that last thing we looked at by that madman made all the sense in the world. You don't actually have to make a rail program, you just have to draw freaking lines. Okay, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna delete those and finish this line. Okay. Perfect! Now the plebes, they have the ability to get over here, but we do need more industrial and more commercial areas. Which is fine, because I got space to burn here. I kind of like that water isn't a thing. I gotta tell you, there's always a feature in SimCity 2000 that drove me insane. So the fact that it doesn't exist in this and I'm not managing, you know, pump stations and whatnot, makes me quite happy. Alright, commercial zones, link up. Brownouts, build another power plant? I guess I can build another power plant. Can I build a nuclear one? Yeah, this is probably a good plan. Let's, who wants to live next to a nuclear power plant? Let's, come this way. And we'll put it on here. Because this game does like to screw with you. It will throw nuclear power disasters at you. Alright, I will go with the figures. I, however, do not have a great deal of income coming in, so I might need to slow down after this until my tax rate kicks up. Alright, we're going to do this for now. Alright, so when those commercial buildings come in, that will be the link up. Why is no one taking my light rail system? You know what? Can I put one right here? This might be a good plan right here. Watch this. We're going to drop another residential right here. And we're going to draw a thing right across it. We'll put some parks in, right? Because everyone likes parks. Although I got power lines. How do I do power lines? I guess now I can go across to the power lines like this. Yep, that should do. We'll draw some parks. Why not? Hashtag why not? I have a severe need for more housing though, so we'll fix that in a second. Alright. Let's put this right here. And a rail line right here. And let's clear this out too while we're at it. I will say it's a little bit wonky to control, so I move that little box with the directional pad, and I'm using a Retron 5 controller, which is not bad. I'm not going to say anything poor about it. It's actually pretty good. But it is a little bit different to use. It also makes a horrific squeaking noise, which I'm sure you all hear. Alright, let's put in some parks. Alright, so let's break this system. Yep. We'll put just a plain line across here. And rail. Okay, so we don't need as much industrial. We definitely do need more residential. But I'm a little short on funds. What does a house cost? 100? I think we can make that work. Let's go this way a little bit. I probably should do it down here, right? Yeah, I should. So It's closer to the fire station, the police officers. So when the workers riot, we can intervene. And we'll keep doing parks. Parks are nice. We like parks. We like nature. That sounds right. Let's do that. Alright, commercial's just right. We got plenty of power coming in. I wonder if our power generation... Can we get a power generation map? Voice? I don't care about voices. Graphs. Power. Is there a power? I don't think it's a power graph. Alright, well, let's, probably just YOLO that in a little bit. Yeah, just YOLO it now, I guess. That should help with pollution or whatnot. Actually, in retrospect, I should just start with a nuclear plant to begin with. Alright, we need more residential, but my friends, I put down more residential and you don't appear to be taking it. One under here. Okay. There's no reason why this shouldn't work. Aside from the fact that it's horrible. I would not want to live here. Our population has officially hit a completely static number. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's actually shrinking a little bit. Coming back, going forward. That's shrinking a lot. Excellent. That should be good for tax revenue, right? Fewer people equals more taxes. So we got rail. We got a rail system. Industrial appears to be exactly where it needs to be. Commercial seems a little bit saturated. And we're trying to get more residential in here. As we watch the little tram go around. Alright, we gotta, we're gonna take up taxes to 9. No one likes higher taxes. Frequent traffic jams reported. Use the rail system! That's what it's there for. Why do you think I put in a rail system? I put in a rail system so you people wouldn't do this. Alright. Will I break it if I do this? I don't think I did. Excellent. The reason that was theoretically important is I'm going to try and run another rail line up here. SimCity Savings and Loan would like to build a branch office in this city. I hear they offer low-interest loans for city improvements. Sounds like a steal. I mean a deal. Are they free to put in? Yeah, I mean, we'll put a bank in. Banks are totally not evil. Except when they're, you know, inherently the worst things in the world. We're happy to offer 10,000 low-interest loans to those who wish to improve our community. Your payment will be $500 a year for the next 21 years. Would you like to take out a loan? She doesn't seem that bad, right? 500 for 10 years would be 5,000. That's not bad at all, actually. Oh, I didn't want to do that. This is why I need loans. This is why I need loans right now. It's because I don't know the difference between a road and a rail line. It's a problem. There's this really relaxing game going on and I'm just screwing the whole thing up. Alright. You people need to figure out how to use this rail system. I mean, like, seriously, look. It goes through your back freaking yard. Alright, according to this, we need more industrial. I have a rail system. It should be scaling appropriately. And I'm actually going to start to build in a rail break, so I can run a single rail line up. I mean, this seems like a really efficient use of space, if you ask me. We'll run this guy along here. I'll connect him after. Like, I don't know if the rail lane needs to be touching, and that's why my traffic's still a problem. Although it feels like the traffic isn't as bad, and it's mostly these folks over here. Alright. Let's see if that does something. I mean, it should. Literally, I built a rail line next door to them. Oh yeah, look at all these wonderful factories making all sorts of great products. I'm pretty sure this one makes arsenic. Pretty sure. You get these wonderful office buildings full of people who don't enjoy their life. So that's great. Alright, we're good on commercial. We're actually short on commercial. We're good on industrial. Oh, I did not want to do that. That was a mistake. And unfortunately, that was the last mistake I'll be making for a while. I have $10 left. Alright. Let's park over here and just watch this beauty go to town while we collect some more money. So, why am I doing this? Well, as is always the case, I am just buying time in between various recordings. And I really like SimCity. I actually picked this up from my local retro gaming store just recently. And I picked it up because it's a wonderful game. It's a throwback to what a real strategy game is. And just all in all, it's a real blast to play. So it's a little change up from my usual lineup. What do we got? Alright, we'll get 500 bucks by the end of the year. I'll take that. I'll take that. So, with the changeover right now, where I've slowed down on Paper Mario, I've just finished A Link to the Past. I have some really fun things coming up, but I'm just going to put a break in until I can get those things properly staged and off the ground. I like to get a few recordings in to make sure it's something viable before I run forward with something. It's just going to turn out to be crap. So that's where we're at right now. We're in the is this viable phase. But it is going to be exciting. There's a few games coming up that hopefully we'll be able to get some additional voices in here for. Should be a lot of fun. And hopefully it's some stuff that, frankly, you might not have seen before. Depending on when you started playing games and what you think is a good game, some of these games were not nearly as popular, so that'll be a lot of fun. Where are we at? Look at that. We got some buildings. Some really disgusting projects we just made. That's wonderful. We are officially slumlords. The best kind of lords. And I've actually... I think I've changed my strat. Actually want it right there. Yeah, there we go. I'm probably not going to be able to bulldoze this at this point. Yep. $10. Back to the $10 figure. Put that on. Alright. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in flight. Oh wow, that shut down quick. A lot of stuff in flight. Wow, my population dropped like a freaking rock. What did I do wrong? We're gonna do something crazy here in a little bit. What did I do wrong? Can I get like a 10-year view? Yeah, look at that crash. It was going really well, it declined, it was going really well again, and it declined. But not only did it decline, oh, I guess it's rebounding. Apparently we're just in some sort of like cyclical boom-bust type cycle, somewhat reminiscent of the actual economy. where for a little bit you'll be running hot, and then you'll run cold, then you'll tend to run back to hot. So that's interesting. Other than this section right here, I don't know what's wrong with it. Our traffic nightmare seems to have subsided. For instance, over here in the actual industrial commercial zone, it's actually quite light. Whereas for whatever reason, this is just crap. And our population's rebounding. We actually need more commercial and industrial, so hopefully that gets settled out soon. Oh yeah, they're popping up right now. Yeah, our arsenic plant is gone. I'm not sure what these guys do. I assume something terrible, like make horrible Tide Pods. Tide Pods, the tastiest of pods. So you could see how back in 1989, 1990, 1991, this was a really impressive game with a great deal of depth. And it really set the standard for what a SimCity game is. If you think about it, SimCity 2000, SimCity 4000, is it 4 or 4000? They're pretty much the same as this, not much different. It's just quite impressive. Alright, our balance sheet appears pretty good right now. We'll throw a line down here. Okay. We appear to have exactly the right amount of houses right now. But I'm going to solve for the traffic problem before the traffic becomes a problem. You can see it's cropping up right here. But if I run this lane behind them, it should dissipate. So yeah, this is our terrible city. Oh wow, residential shut up again. Yeah, this is the fun part about SimCity. So you can dump 1,000 hours into this thing and have it ruin itself in new and interesting ways. Like, look, my economy's slowly crashing. I got 2 new open commercial spaces. That industrial one hasn't been popped. And if you look at the top, according to this, you know, basically recession. Slow down. Oh, slow down. Oh, is it Seed 000? That's fun. I like these games. Well, it's been a little bit. We've had fun. We've looked at this game in depth. There's not much to this game that I'll be able to do in the future in any sort of meaningful way. So, let's do what makes sense, right? Right. Goodbye, Slowtown. Fire has broken out. If it continues to burn, it will spread throughout the city. Bulldoze the area around the fire to stop it from spreading. Have you built the fire department yet, or do you have sufficient fire protection? Yeah, I'll let that burn. What else do we got going on? Flood warning! Break out the life rafts. The waters have risen to flood levels. Unless you develop the shorelines to prevent erosion and future flooding, the floodwaters will continue to spread inland. Yeah, I dare the floodwaters to get to me. Alright, what's next? What's next? I have exactly $59 to my name. A tornado! Run for cover, a tornado has been spotted in the city. You'll have to wait until it passes before you can rebuild the city. Because nobody fools with Mother Nature. It's completely the wrong spot. Oh, there we go. Earthquake crash! Boom! Bam! A major earthquake is shaking your fine city to ruins. Major fires are burning out of control. Put out the fires and restore power to all zones before you begin to rebuild your city to its past glory. Bowser attack! See, this is fun. This is what I really wanted to get to. The King of the Koopas, look at him. The King of the Koopas has invaded our city. While looking for Mario and Luigi, Bowser is destroying everything in sight. Contain the fires he has set and repair the damage before he decides to return for a second stroll through downtown. You see, citizens demand a fire department. My friends, I had a fire department. I did. I tried. Alright, burn fires. Where's Bowser? It's like almost disappointing. There he is. Ah, it's wonderful. You know what? I'm gonna give him a park. He burns it down. We'll let him go over here, and while he burns the city, I'll put this into fast forward mode, and we can watch our lovely slow town just absolutely burn to the ground. Well, who would have thought that a 20% tax rate in an attack from some sort of giant lizard monster could ruin an economy? But it appears to have. Thank you so much for watching. This has been another really dumb episode of Games Done Slow and Bad. You know what? Frankly, I don't care, because I had a blast. I hope you'll tune in again for another episode of whatever it is we're doing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.